What up my freaks, RuinousInsight here, welcoming you to part 1 of a brand new modded Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 Let's Play. Brought to you by the Skalgrim Mod and its Waaagh Undivided Alliance submod, the Chaos Orc Alliance campaign. Sad as it is to say, as close to a real Orc campaign as we're ever likely to get. For those unfamiliar, the Skalgrim Mod is an overhaul that changes pretty much everything, and adds a huge number of amazing, lore-accurate new ships. If you're not already playing it, and you should be, check out the mod info, download link, and how to install video in the description below. Now these intros of mine usually run admittedly a little bit long, and I'm excited to get started, but I do unfortunately have a few things to say. First, there's timestamps in the video and description below. You want to skip this intro, or the difficulty setup, or the cutscenes that us Battlefleet Gothic veterans have seen dozens of times at this point, the option is there. Second, and most important, likes and comments. If you're enjoying this campaign, or similar content, how often I post is entirely determined by the algorithm, which is manipulated by your engagement, aka said likes and comments. My time is sadly not unlimited. I do YouTube for fun after my day job, so I gotta focus on what the algorithm tells me to. Also kind of random, but this version of the mod comes with this nifty new starting screen, which I helped a little bit with, so just thought I'd mention it. Now lastly, I'm gonna show you guys the difficulty setup here, for those interested, and in case somebody wants to copy, but feel free to skip this part. Alright, I'm not going to take too long to go over this comprehensively, or rather, I'm just going to tell you guys the basic idea about what I've done here. Essentially, I've bumped up the orc economy quite a bit, as I feel like orcs should have the numbers, and should not have to rely on their economy too much, but have countered that with a massive increase to the point of interest evolution cost, which is going to be compounded by the Chaos Fleet. Lastly, I've changed up the enemies a little bit in the idea that I think the orcs should once again have the numbers, but should generally have inferior ships. The enemy leadership modifier is now back to 100% standard, but the enemy weaponry is up to 125%, so they have better ships, but should be outnumbered by the orcs. I've essentially switched these values around from the Chaos campaign, which was 100 and 125. Lastly, I've also bumped up the enemy ship level modifier to 4, as, again, I feel like orc crews should be inferior to the enemies, and the enemies are always going to have max level crews as opposed to what you start with. So this should be pretty interesting. And that's about it regarding what I've done. You guys let me know what you think about this, because I feel like I'm going to do something very, very similar in the Tyrannid campaign. But generally speaking, I feel like this will enable us to field massive amount of fleets and play very orcally, as in not having to worry too much about losses and just have a real good time with some damn epic battles. At least that's the plan. And anyway, that's about it. Time to begin. All glory to the algorithm, and let's make it orky.
Orcs are amongst the deadliest of the Xenos races. Multitudinous, belligerent, and possessed of brutal cunning, they spread across the stars like a green tide. Even in the war-riven sectors around the Eye of Terror, forever beset by chaos, they rank amongst the greatest threats. As battle raged between the Imperium and the dread forces of chaos, the Orcs gained a foothold upon ravaged worlds, using them as staging areas from which they could slingshot deeper into Imperial territory. Orc technology is ramshackle, but terrifyingly effective, combining mismatched components, scavenged gear, and intuitive leaps to forge weapon systems whose inner workings baffle the most experienced of the Imperium's adepts, but lack for nothing in sheer unbridled firepower. In much the same way, an Orc warlord can take a multitude of squabbling clans and forge them into an unstoppable army. Such a war has the sheer unbridled might necessary to conquer the stars themselves, leaving naught but rubble in its wake. As its momentum grows, so do its numbers grow, swollen by green skins drawn to the promise of bloodlust, teeth, and loot.
Alrighty, here we go. Now, obviously, there's a tutorial mission at the start, but I did skip it because it's kind of a waste of time. And more importantly, we don't get to play it with the orc ships that we have over here, randomly spawned into Malice's fleet in that tutorial mission. And I'd like to start this game at least a little bit orky while we make everything else as orky as possible. And oh man, look at all this. We got 3 rocks here and another rocks here. I love rocks. They're so fun. We'll see how effective they are, but also I have not yet mentioned this, but don't orcs look absolutely fantastic in chaos colors? You'll see the other legion colors and all that sort of stuff on them later, but they all look pretty much amazing. Weirdly enough, I think that orcs look better in various chaos colors than they do in the original orky colors, which are a little bit boring generally speaking. Like if you're thinking about like the bad moons and stuff like that, it's just straight up yellow and nothing else. There's no real it's kind of a boring color scheme. Sorry, Imperial Fists. But anyway, let's begin. We have Chinchar to attack. We have nothing to build because we don't have any shipyards, and our first mission is to attack Chinchar anyway. Here we go. Alrighty, deployment order. We can't bring everything, obviously, since we start with 2 fleets. Let us do... Wait, take out all these escorts. How many rocks? Wait, can we only bring 2 rocks? Yeah, the Astrodominus takes a lot of space, doesn't it? 275. I'm almost tempted to not bring Malos for this first battle, and just bring the rocks. Let's try that. Wait, we can bring 3, and then 2 of these little bashes. Yeah. Oh, these are 2 different types of bashes. That looks pretty good to me. Let's see how effective the rocks are here. And then if they all die, as we expect orc ships to do throughout the campaign, we can always bring in Malos's Astrodominus as a reinforcement. So confirm, launch battle. Here we go.
The Imperium of Man. A galaxy-spanning empire in decline. Once, humanity stood on the brink of taming the stars. A golden age of light and glory beckoned. But men have ever been prone to temptation and lured to stubborn pride. Now the Space Marines, intended as the vanguard of mankind's ascension, fight ceaselessly to prevent their father's work sliding into ruin. The Adeptus Mechanicus, custodians of wondrous technology, take to the stars in hope of unearthing lost secrets from the very darkest of ages, and to impose the Omnissiah's will upon a scattered galaxy. But nowhere is the Imperium's might more plainly seen than in the vessels of its star-spanning navy. As war rages, colossal warships slip anchor to smite the foe with the righteous fury of the faithful. Such vessels are both Imperium's stalwart shield and gleaming spear, shining in the impenetrable dark of space. It takes more than a man to command such a warship. It takes a hero, strong in will and unflinching of purpose. Without such heroes, the Emperor's light would surely wane. Admiral Spire is one such hero, forged in the hallways of the vaunted Schola Progenium, tempered in the cursed days of Abaddon's 12th Black Crusade. Long has he been lost, but now, freed from the Immaterium's clutches, he returns to shed his blood in the Emperor's cause once more. Any who seek to sweep mankind from the stars must first reckon with Spire. Many have sought his head, all have failed. But one hero alone may not be enough to change the Imperium's fortunes. It will take thousands, even millions, for mankind to reclaim its footing in the Eye of Terror's gaping maw. And millions more to hold it. Such a task will not be easy. Cadia is demon-hunted rubble, and the Imperium itself is scarred, torn in two by the cicatrix maledictum. But it is the nature of heroes to triumph in adversity, and of faith to flourish in the dark.
It's a very nice cutscene game, a very nice cutscene, but that one does feel like it runs a little long. Some of them are really short compared to that one, interestingly enough. Anyway, here we go, first real Orky battle. Oh man, I'm so excited. So freaking excited. Now, how much HP do light rocks have? They've got 3,000, which is still pretty damn solid, twice that of a regular light cruiser. Then we got two types of bashes, one with torps and one with that. What do we got in terms of weaponry here? You have a mega cannon arty, and you have heavy guns for broadsides, and then you have heavy gun or regular guns. Okay, so you're both relatively close combat, but this one can fight at a distance, so let's lock you on and keep you two together as group, let's say 2. You're gonna stay at a distance, and you're going to auto-engage. Rocks are going to be group 1. We're going to head directly towards the enemy, and we're going to be seeing a lot more of this throughout this campaign, as I've already noted. This is not going to be like the Tau campaign in that regard. We're going to be taking the fight to the enemy pretty much all the time, though obviously, depending on how many reinforcements they have, that might mean in the middle of the map, and nonetheless, let's get to it. You go here, and then you can actually approach with the rocks. We'll make you a separate group, though. Rocks starts with lock-on, and here we go. Yeah, unfortunately, there is a bug in this version for mixed fleets, and the launch bays that the rocks now have don't seem to work on mixed fleets. I don't know whether they work in non-mixed fleets yet, but I guess we'll find out. And yes, launch bays have been given to all the rocks, so we got 1 for light rocks, 2 for regular rocks, and then 3 for mega rocks. Is it big rocks? Is the second one called big rocks? I don't know. Alrighty, yeah, let's also speed this up. I want to see these rocks actually fight. Also, you guys have the guns artillery. You guys have... Okay, well, oh, I should have probably launched some... Oh, wait, we don't have any fighters on this fleet. Yeah, it was Malos's ship that had fighters, not you guys, so yeah. Also, you guys can both go into lock-on and try to provide fire support. Rocks, get closer to the enemy before you start launching boarding torps. Oh, wait, I thought... Huh. Interesting. I thought that Rocks actually launched torps in all 4 directions, but it appears that they only launch them in 3. Interesting. What do you want? Oh yeah, they only have 3 torpedo launchers. Okay, fine. I could have figured that one out, possibly. Alrighty, you guys, you ready to go forward yet? No, let's wait until the enemy can actually hit you. We also now have to remember that the enemy has greater firepower than we do, by virtue of the way that we've set this up, which once again I feel like makes sense from a loreful perspective. Also, speed it up a little bit more. Alright, we're almost into it, Rocks, and here we are. Alright, you guys, get right into this. You plow through this and set up brace. So you two follow him, and then everybody else can set up. Well, stay in lock-on for now. Alright, you can move in as well. You guys now are going to cancel order, and you're going to go to auto-engage and just try to do something yourself. And there we go. We're in it now, and we are using the cover of this debris field here to help this rock survive. You guys get ready to move forward as well. Alright, plow through some of those little cruisers there. Rocks can be pretty scary if they can actually get into the fight, and this is probably a very decent time to use the rocks, i.e. in the early game, because the enemy can't really do much about it, because they don't have the firepower to take them down easily, especially when you brace them. Alrighty, wait, group 3, you're group 3 now. You go follow this, switch to lock-on, and maybe get some use out of your torps as well, to get a little bit closer. Alright, you guys, keep moving up here, please. Get ready to big red button again in 20 seconds. Although, I guess you can big red button forward while the others keep attacking. Oh, right, overshot, my bad. I wasn't paying attention for a few seconds. I'm gonna have to turn you around now, but it's okay. And, oh, you're not using your mega cannon artillery, you're using your heavy guns artillery, eh? Or heavy guns batteries. I'm not actually sure whether that's the better option here, but I suppose at a distance if you miss. You know what, let's switch you to 9,000 distance. Let's switch you, well, your lances so you can do whatever you want. How are the rocks doing out here? Okay, you're right in the middle of things, and that's just fine. I'll launch some boarding torps while you're there. You guys, maybe launch some boarding torps as well now. And keep hitting things. Alright, looks like their admiral's just about to fall as well. We're gonna launch some regular torps in his face. Oh, right, we don't have short burn torps. Should still hit the enemy if it doesn't die before they get there anyway. Alright, one hit that debris piece, and the other 3 are gonna hit the enemy directly. Very, very nice. Well done on that little assassination. Rocks, you keep, well, you keep rocking. Keep rocking their world. Oh, man. I'm so glad that I didn't take, like, several episodes before I made that joke. Alright, you switch to reload, please. You can switch to reload as well, I think. A nice ram, nice ram. How are our supports, our support craft doing? Alright, everybody's moving in. You can board this. Actually, you don't need to board, just repair yourself and then switch to reload. You can lightning strike this thing. You can board this as well. You guys get ready to launch more boarding torps. We need to either execute you or, where's our, okay, you're gonna come in and you're gonna rally.
As the War Master wills.
Go, go, go. And wait.
Set engines to full ahead.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there's also another bug from mixed fleets, and okay, well, you're dead, Rocks, but it's okay. It is on fire, and Orks are particularly vulnerable to getting lit on fire, but that's okay. Wait, can you launch torps before you die? There you go, boarding torps out there, and boarders as well. Nice. That's pretty Orky in my opinion. We're gonna judge every battle from now on, and in levels of just how Orky it is. I was trying to put that into words there. Whether things are sufficiently Orky, and to me this is pretty Orky thus far. And there we go, more of you guys coming in, and looks like one of the enemy ships is probably about to come apart. Ooh, actually, you need to repair. Oh, brace yourself. You're a little bit too on fire right now. Yeah, I can't really do much about that. Launch your torps. Oh, this one's not gonna work because it doesn't have max distance. How are we doing out here? You get ready to rally. You can also board. Actually, there's no need. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Now you can rally. Now, you're not boarded. You can repair in 9 seconds, although you're going to take significant amounts of damage to those flames. You go in and annoy that enemy ship over here. Maybe we can preserve this one rock. I'd rather not have it die, even though we do have pretty good resources. And board this. There we go, right in the middle of this, and brace yourself. You move away. You guys, ooh, you can actually act as a fire support rock. Nice. You, big red button and lock on, please. You can move forward as well. Do we need to board this? Nah. Oh, you overshot as well. Not surprising. Yeah, I really gotta get used to the new big red button. So basically, the big red button has been buffed by, I think it was 2 seconds, and it goes a lot faster and further, as you can see, which is actually pretty hilarious to watch when the AI does it. But yeah, I think we can get very good mileage out of this, generally speaking, as we keep on playing and you know, get a little bit more used to it. Alrighty, lots of light cruiser wars here, and I guess in light cruiser wars, rocks are a pretty good pickup. Are you gonna smash this? Oh, just able to maneuver out of the way. It's okay, we got the bashes coming in as well. And I think it's only 1 or 2 battles before you unlock cruisers and not just light cruisers, so we'll have access to even bigger rocks, and I guess for those that like other ships, other types of ships as well. Whatever. Switch to reload, please. You keep moving out here. You keep providing fire support. I don't want you to die. Keep preparing, everybody. Really gotta make sure we get the reduction to fire on board upgrade as fast as possible, because once again, Orks super vulnerable to that sort of thing. Brace, reload, or big red button and reload. You can switch to reload as well. A last ship should be just about to die. There we go, I just saw that mega cannon artillery hit, and the last ship should be gone. There we go. Alrighty, a 1 rock lost, and that's not too bad, considering once again that it is a light rock, and they're pretty damn cheap. I just can't wait to make just gigantic fleets with nothing but rocks. Especially because rocks are a little bit more effective than crew to war spheres are at what they do, being, you know, more armored and tankier, though I guess they are slower. Although now the big red button really does help. Anyway, total renown 352, we gotta get more. But at least with Chinchar, we should be able to get a few more shipyards.
Does Chinchar fall? The gods mark you for greatness. I am honored to be their vessel. As you should. This system is almost ours. Even now, my dark apostles rouse the populace to fervor. Imperial crews turn upon one another in glorious uprising. But greater tests await.
Alrighty, there we go. After setting up his operational base in the Chinchar sector, Malos Vryken wants to carve out a domain that will glorify his crusade. The Empire and its misguided faith in false idols will end, and their souls will be brought back to the true faith. So we got a bunch of Gifts of Chaos, which we're gonna have to use right now. A little bit of resources and some renown points as well, which takes us to level 2, which means we should be able to build cruisers. And there we go, yeah, cruiser tonnage available, leadership increase, fleet capacity, and upgrade point. Ooh, yeah, gotta be careful about where we spend these this time around.
The gods see your efforts and are satisfied. Hold their interest, perform dark rituals to the gods of the worlds you seize, and you will be justly rewarded. I live to serve the Four. And serve them you shall, but not alone. Your dedication to the gods draws their foremost champions to your banner. Choose well who serves you, and remember always that one serves his patron god above all. I understand, Malevolence. Then make your selection from those gathered before you, and choose wisely.
Alrighty, favor of the gods. Malos has retained the attention of the gods following his last action in the Chinchar sector. His success and dedication to the ruinous powers have drawn their foremost champions to serve under your banner. Shouldn't be his banner. Decide whether it's his or your. Come on, game. Alrighty, there we go. We got marked fleets available and are able to create fleets, and it wants us to hire a marked fleet immediately. Now, I can't for the life of me remember which fleet you get first, which is kind of annoying. Because we're gonna have to get one in here. You know what, I figure... Corrupting torpedoes. Each torpedo that successfully hits enemy ship causes 50 morale point loss. I wonder if that works for Orky ships. Augur Disruptor, probably not so useful. Not like marked, not that marked Legion. You can't use both Orc ships and regular ship to mark Legion fleets, so this doesn't really matter now that I think about it. Although still, Corrupting Torpedoes seems pretty Nurgle-y. And you know what? I'm gonna go with Nurgle first. Why Nurgle? Because the loading screen, for those of you, well, it isn't in this recording, but the loading screen for this particular submod has Nurgle orcs, so Nurgle it is. Hopefully we don't get a Nurgle fleet first. I remember when we get the Khorne fleet when we head to Scarus. Can't for the life of me remember when you get the Slaneshi fleet. I don't think you ever get a Tzeentch fleet, though. Maybe get a Death Guard fleet later in the game. Screw it, just go, Death Guard.
Choice. Bound by chains of loyalty and marked by the divine, he will serve you well in the months to come. I look forward to witnessing his capabilities once battle is joined, Malevolence.
Guys, I'm right here. Alrighty, renown points earned 500, resources 200, there we go. You gonna talk some more?
God's attention is fickle. Should you wish to hold their gaze, you must make an offering worthy of notice. Subjugate a captured system. Let sacrifice and ritual blaze across the stars. Such has always been the word-bearer's way. Let the worthy embrace the truth of chaos, and the weak feed the flames. Good. Then it remains only to choose the nature of your offering. Let the ritual begin.
Alrighty, fires of worship. The gods' attention may quickly be lost if their champions don't make offerings to them regularly. At the suggestion of Archrist Vane, Malos Viking has decided to offer a planet and every soul living on it. He just has to choose who will be sacrificed. Alrighty, so we got Gifts of Chaos, which we are generating up here, and we got those Chaos Gods' blessings. So let us give you Forge World. Wait, this also... Forge World increases our corruption massively. This also increases the cost, as I recall, of leveling up systems, does it not? Yeah, if you do the latter, wait, you can earn them through some specific objectives or dedicating planets to the Dark Gods. If you do the latter, the evolution cost will increase by 50%. And we've already massively increased our evolution cost because I feel like that's the way to do it for the Orcs. So we gotta be careful there. So in that light, I think Forge World, we're not gonna do that with you. Living Metal Plague. Aha, we got 2 for Khorne and some Alpha Legion infiltrators here as well. Nothing extra here. Nothing extra here, and one here. Okay, fine. Chinchar with the Penal World. Let's give you to Khorne.
The ritual has begun. The Dark Gods see your faith blazing like a star. Their gifts will surely follow. This is but the beginning, Malevolence. Soon all the sectors of the Aegis Ocularis will scream praise to chaos.
Alrighty, there we go. Fires of Worship, another little bit of a renown reward, and
into the embrace of chaos. You should cast your eye further afield. What would you recommend, Malevolence? It would seem the Imperium are mustering a counterblow at Dorsia. Perhaps there. The skies are choked with wreckage. Imperial vessels will surely use the debris as a shield against our auspexes. The challenge is too much for you. Was I mistaken to choose you as a harbinger of the gods? I will lead the attack personally. Let the ruin of Dorsia send a message to those who would thwart mankind's ascension.
Alrighty, scattering the will. The remaining Imperial forces are rallying in the Dorsia system in the of the Skelos sector. Destroy the fleet before it gathers sufficient force to counterattack. Imperial reinforcements expected. And Galaxy View is now available, so we can see Skelos as well, and the Sons of Malice that live there. Now, do we want to dedicate any more of these territories? I don't know. There's a minor demonic shipyard here. We want shipyards as fast as possible so we can build massive numbers of orc ships. Necron, yeah, but this is only one gift. Honestly, the gifts are really useful in the early game, but in the late game they're kind of meh. And yeah, generally speaking, not all that great. In the sense that you just run out of the need to use them, and they make some battles too easy. Ooh, we also got an upgrade. Hull, fireboard effect, yeah, this is the first thing we gotta get. There's probably other useful things here, and oh man. Weapon malice reduced by... Oh man, if this works for orc ships, the macro weapon reduction, that is extremely useful. Damn. 25%. I guess we can get this as our second upgrade. If this works, we should probably focus this. And same with the armor-piercing ammunition, but I don't know whether it actually works for the orky ships or not. We'll have to find out. Anyway, back to this. There's a death world here. You know what? Let's give you to Nurgle. Let's see, Living Metal Plague, that also sounds kind of Nurgle-y to me. Let's give you... Well, we can't just give everything to Nurgle, even though Nurgle, I believe, is the most useful of the gifts, because it's just a... You know what, screw it, give that to Nurgle as well. Demonic Shipyard, I don't want to give it to anybody. Forge World, Demonic Shipyard, no. Death World, Minor Demonic Shipyard, and we have a Chaos Monument and Necron Awakening Call. Now let's give you to... I don't know. Necrons and Chaos, it doesn't really matter. I give you to Saint just because we can. I want at least one of every gift here. I don't like that this is a demonic shipyard, though. Maybe just give you to Slaanesh, so that there's one of each here. Yeah, fine. Give you to Slaanesh. There we go. It's a matter of principle, damn it. Alright, then we go to next turn, and then we gotta get another battle going after we hopefully build some ships. It's so nice when there's only 2 sectors, because you don't have to wait like 8 years for them to... oh wow, that's a lot of Tau. For the game to go through enemy movements. Anyway, new ships. Let's see what we got here. Let us, Hellbringer and 2 rocks here. Oh, you're still a little bit hurt, eh? That's fine. That's fine. We have a limited amount of ships that we can build, but cruisers are reasonably cheap. I do want a couple big rocks. Can we fit 2 in here? I don't want to focus all on the rocks, though, but yeah, we can fit 2 in here. We'll start building the cruisers after this. But I want, well, I guess this is going to be a rocks-heavy episode. Alrighty, there we go. We can keep the Basha. You know what? We can even transfer the Basha over to... no, wait. When you transfer ships, then you can't move again, can you? Alright, fine. Now, we're at 490. I'm just thinking, can we fight both of these at the same time? I'm willing to bet that we can. Just gotta be a little bit careful. Or we could just go here and have one huge battle instead. But then this isn't connected to our territory here, which is a problem because we won't be able to heal up that well. Alrighty, what's more important here? We have a Chaos Gate, so free corruption, and unfinished portal, but that's when you reach evolution rate level 3. And we got a station of fleet here as well. Outpost, Chaos Gate, Balzac. You have an enslaved world, so we do have extra money coming out of you. We do want early money. What do we have here? Fortress World, Corn Altar. Yeah, you know what? Let's get Balzac and Torian then. Let's start with Torian and I guess Jubal, just so that they're connected to our stuff. You are going to go for the bigger one there, about the same. Okay, go here. And Malos, build some basic stuff. We need to be careful with you because the Astrodominus is kind of weak in terms of its firepower, so you do have to be careful there. You can have... I mean, I guess we could keep Malos's fleet largely chaotic. I don't know, I'll think about it. Really got to figure out which fleets we go for all Orky fleets and all non-Orky fleets. Like, do we put Malos in an Orc ship? We should give him a very tanky ship. Once again, I'll think about it. For now, you can have... I'm not gonna build another. Let's build the same kind of basher that we have here. Your Ords Gargadaka. Yes, no wait, that's Ords Daka. Yes. You have Torps as well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be careful here, but that's all the build points that we have. We will go and attack this one now. Use these rocks, shall we? Deployment order, we can take everything. Beautiful. Confirm a launch battle. Ooh, and it's against the Imperial Fists, so we will be losing some troops to the enemy boarding. Also got to be careful about those critical hits. And the fires on board, though we do have primarily rocks here, luckily enough. Lovely. Don't the rocks look fantastic, or the workships in general look fantastic in these colors? Obviously, we're gonna have the big rocks lead, and then the little rocks follow. Also, what's your speed comparison? 120, 140. So you guys are a little bit faster. We're gonna have to be careful about making you guys go too far ahead. We got a bunch of escorts as well. You guys can go run silently into a group, let's say 3. You guys can be group 1, and you guys can be group 2, or as support, long range support. I mean, everybody start with a lock on, and oh, I don't believe we have any fighter craft here, which is going to be a little bit unfortunate, especially if they launch their boarding torps and their own boarders. Oh well, hopefully the rocks can handle it. Also, let's destroy these plasma Medusa as we're on the way. You guys destroy this, please. There you go. Use that lance artillery, and you guys destroy this one. Wait, why? Oh, I didn't hide you. My bad, buddy. My bad. Oh, you can't hide. You're a Ravager. You're an orc. You're an orc ship. So we probably shouldn't keep you in this particular fleet. Alrighty, you guys move forward. You know it's gonna take a while, so let's speed it up at least a little bit. You guys keep in the main, like essentially we'll use the orcs as the rocks as the bulwark against the enemy hits here. Okay, it's just fighters, it's not bombers. And then we will use these guys as fire support afterwards. Really should replace this Mark II with an Orky ship just to see if we're able to launch those fighters from the rocks afterwards. You know what? I probably should have done that right away. I completely forgot. We'll do it next turn. You guys, no, back away from that Medusa. It's gonna kill ya. Alrighty, there we go. We're gonna get our first hit since just an enemy escort's gonna identify us. Ooh, we actually managed to shoot down the enemy. Yeah, also destroy this, please. Managed to shoot down the enemy fighters. You guys keep moving forward, find some enemies, and you guys lock on and cancel order. Thank you. Alrighty, there we go, and we're in the battle now. Board them, kill them. You can brace, everybody else can reload. Oh, hello. And board this as well, there we go. And all rocks, launch boarding torps. You guys keep doing what you're doing. Also, escorts, just stay back here, although maybe we can get the Ravager in. Oh wow, you, look at the damage on you, look at all those fires on board. We should probably rally you so that you can repair. There we go, and keep fighting. Yeah, man, these guys are getting absolutely ripped apart. This actually turned out to be a very short battle. Completely surrounded by rocks and annihilated. Damn. Yeah, it's not surprising that the battles are going to go a little bit fast. I did not get the HP upgrade in this particular campaign. Now I'm kind of regretting it. Although, to be fair, they're all cruisers and light cruisers, so it's not surprising that they die quickly. I gotta think about that. Although, wait, I don't remember, do those submods work if you do it mid-campaign? But then again, I feel like we should test the orcs out in their current state without anything buffed and unbuffed, because obviously it's a huge buff to the orcs to get extra HP. Also, you're gonna be the flagship here. And repair hull damage, and we could repair here right now. We do have the money. Yeah, let's do this. Wait, it'll actually reduce the cost. Wait, does this reduce the movement? I don't think it does, but I want to do that anyway. Hellbringer, sorry, you are going to go away now. Rogue ship. This is going to be an all Orky fleet, and same with you, apostates. We'll replace you with Orky stuff. Confirm. We're going to do one more battle in a second. Apostate out. Keep the Ravager. Infidel out as well. And there we go. We should probably also repair these guys, but we'll do it later. Alrighty, ooh, wait, also I didn't check out, So you guys don't have the Legion colors, you guys have the Lost in the Damned colors. Actually, this feels pretty right. They're like, they're drab, but it also looks, you know, like normal, and in the sense that it feels like it really works with the rocks, doesn't it? Yeah, drab but realistic. This is almost one of the more realistic colors that we've got. Anyway, Jubal, you have an enslaved world, and you know what? We're not going to dedicate you because we need that money ASAP. Although, you know, I mean, 30 income is quite low. Anyway, let's get to this. A deployment order, we can bring everything again, though we have a very limited number of rocks here. In fact, we essentially just have the Astrodominus, and that's about it. Everything else is support. But we do outnumber the enemy, so it's not a big deal. Astrodominus looking pretty nice, though. There we are. In fact, the system looks quite nice as well. Alrighty, you guys go forward. You can go forward as well. You guys are going to maintain distance, although you're the two that have torps. So let's make you group 2, make you 2 group 1. Start with lock-on and switch to brace. And once again, this is a mixed fleet. You... Ooh, I can't wait to build a bunch of brutes in a fleet later and just use them to ram the enemy. It's gonna be really fun fighting the Tyranids here. Can't wait. Oh, and actually, also the brute looks pretty fantastic with the glowing chaos LEDs, doesn't it? Look at that. These little orky ships. That's a really cute design on the Ravager, isn't it? Oh, that's an Onslaught. Whatever. The last battle was the Ravager. Anyway, let's go. I get distracted by shiny things. For those who haven't seen my previous campaigns, get used to it. Alrighty, you can be fire sports, you're gonna be group 3, and we're gonna have you two set up some fighters here. There we go, and you're gonna lock on. Oh, damn it, I switched it to real. Okay, my bad. Yeah, you guys, get ready to use your torps. 3, and then you guys are gonna be group 4. There we go. You guys can run silent. You know what? You're gonna be group 4, and you're gonna be group 5. You guys can switch to lock on, but then we're just gonna send you in. Ooh, I like the use of the different fighters. We got the blue fighters from the Astrodominus and the red fighters from the Hellbringer Mark 1. Yeah. Because it really works like the engines of the Astrodominus are also both blue and red at the same time. Looks nice. Alrighty, plus it is the blue of the Space Marines, not the blue of the Imperial Navy. Also, can we destroy this? Thank you. I'm very terrified of those plasma Medusae. Also, let's move forward a little bit. There we go, nice little chain reaction on the Medusae. Keep moving forward, keep moving forward. You keep staying back as fire support. You guys want to launch at least a couple volleys of boarding torps? Maybe 1 or 2 will hit. When we get close, I want to use regular torps, not boarding torps. Also gonna be fun to build some fleets with just massive numbers of torp carriers, and just launch huge numbers of boarding torps at the enemy. You keep using defensive fighters, while Malus is gonna board the enemy with his own. Also, you're going a little bit too far ahead, Malus. I should probably destroy you. We can't, because you guys only have broadsides, don't you? You know what, screw it, let it go past. And here we go, slow it back down to normal speed, and it's time to fight. Malus, you're gonna brace, and you're gonna move you forward. Alrighty, ooh, you guys, you know what, screw it. Act as fire support, cancel order, and auto-engage, and there you go. You can also cancel order and auto-engage, though you do have access to some nice stuff. I probably should have used that Augur Disruption Bomb. Malus, brace, board, and board again. Rocks, you're gonna big red button forward. You guys, get ready to, you know what, go after that Admiral. Go forward, closer to it than torp it. Malus, board this, please. You can also board it with a lightning strike as well. Nice. Alrighty, not too bad. Malus is gonna take a little bit of damage here, but it's not like they're gonna have an easy time of this, because we have a very tanky ships between the rocks and the orcs and the Astrodominus, which is very tanky for its cost. Please don't smash into our own ships there. Alrighty, and you know what? I should have probably stopped you because you were firing in 2 directions. In fact, you know what? Switch directions like this. I want you between the enemy ships, and I want this rocks to switch to reload as well. Get ready to launch torps, and you guys have arrived here. Switch to reload, and I probably should have used your torps, but it's too late now. Not doing too much ramming yet, but the rocks might be able to pull that off in a few seconds. You can keep doing what you're doing. Let's get another defensive fighters swarm. And you guys, oh, I need you to actually switch directions so that you can torp somebody. Alright, there we go. Big red button. This is gonna force you to overshoot, but if it smashes into some of these ships, it'll be worth it. There we go, out of the picture now, and then I guess you're gonna have to move back. I was hoping that would hit the light cruiser. Oh well. Board this. Malos repair, switch back to reload. Oh damn, I should have switched you back to the other thing. To brace, oh well. You guys need to launch torps. You know what? Lightning strike this. And damn, I was hoping that would force you into call to arms, but that's okay. Alright, Rock's back into it. You know what, let's start using these smaller ships to ram as well. Go big red button right here now. Yeah, hit the red button. And go, 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 go. Let's see if you can manage to hit something. This one should make it. Nice, nice. And very nice, perfect. Probably gonna smash into our own rock here. Oh, nope, they're gonna smash into each other and just miss the rock. Yeah, this will be fun getting used to this. All right, how you doing, Malos there? Pretty badly beat up, but we should be good here. Enemy fleet should be just about dead as long as this drifting Hulk doesn't self-destruct on us.
Our minions rampage through their ship.
There we go, you guys coming back. Alrighty, a light cruiser moving between Malos' ship and the rocks. Can you big red button forward? Do you need to big red button forward? I used it right after it died. Oh well. It's all good. And then there was one. The sheep among the wolves here, I guess, as it's trying to fly through our escorts. And there we go. Last ship actually getting pretty badly beat up. Oh, and it's actually going to go into Drifting Hulk any second now anyway. Couple more shots. Actually seeing some of those orc shots connect from our escorts there. Very nice. Very nice, everybody. Might need to repair Malos, but I think that's perfectly fine. Maybe we'll wait, I don't know. I haven't decided whether, to what degree I want to use the, what I'm calling the Orky repair ability. I just feel like it makes sense for the orcs. Because you know they're just going to cobble their ships together and send them right back into battle, rather than spending years in dry docks repairing your ships like the Imperium would. That almost leveled us up to the next level to get that sweet, sweet fire on board reduction ability. Ooh, this is definitely going to Nurgle for 4 gifts. And there we go. Alrighty, it looks like we are out of... moves that we can make. We could build another full Orky fleet via a Renegade. We just need a few turns for these shipyards to get some construction points. And we'll start on that next time because I am going to call this episode here. It's a little bit short, but my reasoning for this is that I'm going to release the next episode probably about an hour after this one, depending on how long the uploads. Generally speaking, Battlefleet Gothic, for some reason, takes a lot more uploading, like it's like 20 gigs per episode or something silly like that, and it takes me absolute ages to upload them, and it's a lot more than Total Warhammer does. I don't understand why, considering a lot of the map is static, although I suppose the battles are a lot less static, so maybe it balances out. I don't actually know how that works exactly, but anyway, as I said, I'm going to call it here. Next one should be up very, very shortly, as I said, as in today in the next hour or so. Next time we are going to hopefully try to attack the Tau here, as I would imagine that these are Tau and not the Imperial Puritans like we were facing in the Tau campaign, and then take the rest of Chinchar with hopefully more Orky fleets as we, maximize our Orkiness. So with that said, as always, I do appreciate any and all feedback with regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. Also can't wait to build some Alpha Legion fleets. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.